I died in the year I loved 𝒂𝒊𝒆 most. I was carrying his pup when 𝒂𝒊𝒆 and my sister Caitlin Donnie locked me inside and set the dark ritual fire. The silver chains bit into my wrists. The flames burned my 𝒂𝒊𝒆 soul before they touched my skin. My ancient white 𝒂𝒊𝒆 bloodline screamed as the fire climbed higher. Yet my 𝒂𝒊𝒆 spirit lingered long enough to witness 𝒖𝒑𝒄𝒄 Remington's arrival. The most powerful Lycan king alive. His dark green pupils found my charred body. Something inside him shattered. His 𝒂𝒊𝒆 howled. The sound ripped through every pack member within miles and drove them to their knees. 𝒖𝒑𝒄𝒄 cast everything aside and avenged me with the ruthless efficiency of an alpha protecting his true mate. Finally, cradling my unrecognizable body, he leaped with me into the raging flames.
Gwyn, I'll keep you a company. You won't be alone. Don't worry.
However, the moon goddess gave me a second chance. I returned to 6 years in the past. The day of my wedding to 𝒂𝒊𝒆. I ripped off my ceremonial dress. Under the shocked stares of every pack guest, I left 𝒂𝒊𝒆 at the altar and walked toward 𝒖𝒑𝒄𝒄 Remington, the Lycan king who had died for me. This time, I wouldn't miss the mate the moon goddess had chosen for me. The mate bond pulled us together like gravity. The first time he claimed me, his 𝒂𝒊𝒆 surfaced beneath his skin, dark green eyes burning, a low growl vibrating through his chest. His hands traced my body like he was memorizing territory. The bond hummed between us, a live wire neither of us wanted to sever. When he pressed inside me, the mate bond flared white-hot. I felt his need, his obsession, his wolf howling mine. Then I suddenly felt uneasy, a wrongness I couldn't name. But in the second year of our mating, 𝒂𝒊𝒆 was also reborn. He knelt before me in the pack temple, crying his eyes out, listing all his sins. He offered to transfer all his territory to my name. He came to the temple daily to pray, hoping to earn my forgiveness. His eyes were red-rimmed. He looked years older than I remembered.
Gwyn, give me one more chance. I'll only love you in this life.
I coldly pulled the hem of my skirt from his grasp. My words were clear and cold. My words were clear and cold. Yet, the man I only wanted had changed. It started with a wrongness in his scent. Something foreign coiled through 𝒖𝒑𝒄𝒄 Remington's natural musk. Then his eyes. His dark green pupils no longer flared when I walked in. They dimmed, clouded by something I couldn't name. And finally, 𝒖𝒑𝒄𝒄 chose Caitlin Donnie, the very sister who had burned me alive with 𝒂𝒊𝒆 in my past life. Caitlin's scent hit me before I saw her rotting roses. The mark of the ancient dark 𝒂𝒆 bloodline. I collapsed in the living room from stomach pain while 𝒖𝒑𝒄𝒄 was having a candlelit dinner with Caitlin at a top-notch restaurant. When I confronted him, 𝒖𝒑𝒄𝒄 only looked at me coldly.
Do people really need a reason to fall out of love?
At that moment, I stopped asking for reasons. I could feel it now. The mate bond between us had turned sour. His 𝒂𝒆, who had once been so intimate with mine, was silent, caged. Something dark had wrapped itself around our bond. I drafted Luna abdication papers overnight and told Mariah Remington, 𝒖𝒑𝒄𝒄's mother, who had always been kind to me, I would leave with nothing. To ensure 𝒖𝒑𝒄𝒄 wouldn't stop me, I even booked RIP Services, the underground network that specialized in making people disappear. 7 days. The next day, I went to 𝒖𝒑𝒄𝒄 Remington's pack hall.
Sorry, Miss Downey. The Lycan King is meeting with a guest. You can't go up.
The pack sentry wore a professional smile, but her eyes held a hint of contempt. I didn't need to guess. The guest was Caitlin. Caitlin's scent hit me before I reached the door-rotting roses. I held up the Luna abdication papers. My voice was eerily calm. I didn't come to catch up. I'm here to abdicate as Luna. The pack sentry's smile froze, replaced by sheer shock. I ignored her and walked straight to the elevator. The door to the Lycan King's war room was slightly ajar. The sound that drifted out was unmistakable.
Zav, who makes you feel better, me or Gwen?
Then came 𝒖𝒑𝒄𝒄's low laugh, laced with post-satisfaction laziness.
Do you even have to ask?
Caitlin seemed unsatisfied. Then why did you claim Gwen in the first place? Why not choose me? A moment of silence fell inside. Through the crack in the door, I saw Xavier shirtless, twirling Caitlin's long hair carelessly. The sight was so sickening that I almost threw up. Then I heard Xavier's emotionless voice drift out softly.
Maybe I just felt sorry for her.
I pushed the door open. The sounds inside stopped abruptly. Caitlin gasped and hurried to cover herself, yet her face was flushed with triumph. Xavier glanced over, then buried his chin back into the crook of Caitlin's neck. His voice was thick with annoyance at the interruption.
Who let you in?
I held back the metallic taste rising in my throat and set the Luna abdication papers on the desk. Xavier did not even bother to look. He only gestured to Caitlin in his arms.
You sign it.
Curled against him, Caitlin picked up the document.
Zav, Gwen brought this for you to sign. You won't even look before making me sign. What if it's something important?
Just sign it. You have my full authority.
I stared at Xavier in shock.
Xavier, take a look! This is—
Her word is as good as mine.
He cut me off with a derisive snort.
Come on, you think I'd go back on my word?
In that moment, I couldn't tell if it was disappointment or something else. Even at our worst, Xavier had always reviewed every document I brought before signing. As I watched blankly, Caitlin picked up the pen and signed Xavier's name where the mate should sign. The second she finished, her face showed unbridled pride and triumph. I took the papers that symbolized my failed rebirth and turned to leave, but I had only taken one step when Xavier's voice came from behind me.
Wait.
Xavier yanked me back forcibly. Caught off guard, I fell to the floor and looked straight up into Xavier's eyes. For a split second, a tremor ran through him. His wolf surfaced, howling beneath his skin. I felt it. Xavier's wolf, in agony, in panic. It was the same presence I had felt in my past life, when Xavier cradled my charred body in the flames. Then his wolf went silent. Coldness. Annoyance. The Xavier the ritual had made.
You're coming home.
His voice carried the weight of a lichen command.
Lynn's carrying my pup. She's moving into the pack house from today on. You'll take care of her every need.
Xavier paused and added,
Your chicken soup tastes good. Go make some for her when we get home.
carrying his pup. Only then did I notice the pronounced curve of Caitlin's belly. But something was wrong. My wolf stirred uneasily, pressing against my ribs. No pup scent, no heartbeat, only the heavy smell of ritual smoke. I bit down hard to keep from vomiting on the spot.
I won't make it. You'd better look at those papers.
It's all right, Zav, Caitlin cut in softly, tugging Xavier's sleeve with feigned fragility.
Don't make her do something she doesn't want to. I can manage on her own.
Sure enough, the next second, Xavier grabbed my wrist. His grip carried the full weight of lichen authority.
You'll do what I tell you. You're my mate, bound to me under the moon goddess, and you know exactly what happens when an alpha is crossed.
Xavier brought me back to the pack house against my will. The moment we arrived, Caitlin stepped close. Caitlin's rotting rose scent hit me full in the face.
See, Gwen?
Caitlin's voice was soft but cutting deep.
What's the point of a second chance? No matter who you choose, you can never win against me.
I froze in place. My mind went blank. Caitlin was reborn too. I turned slowly and looked at Caitlin Donnie, who was nestled in Xavier Remington's arms. Caitlin's eyes were full of provocation and triumph.
What are you waiting for? Do you want Lynn to go hungry?
Xavier's voice was cold. Without another word, I walked into the kitchen. I didn't mention the Luna abdication again, because I knew Caitlin, who had died because of me in our past life, would never let me off easily. At that moment, I was glad I had planned my escape through the Undercity. In the kitchen, I chopped, prepped ingredients, and lit the stove, just as I had done for every meal I'd made Xavier over the past 2 years. Yet every slice of the knife felt like cutting away my last illusion of the mate I once knew. Just a little longer. Once I found a moment alone, I would make the call to set my plan in motion.
Gwen, use less salt. Zav likes it light.
Caitlin giggled and leaned over from the sofa to order me around. Xavier hummed in agreement and turned to Caitlin.
You're always so thoughtful.
My hand paused for a second before resuming its rhythm. Just as the soup was almost ready, Xavier's phone rang. He stroked Caitlin's hair.
Wait for me.
Xavier walked straight to the study on the second floor. The study door clicked shut. Only Caitlin and I remained on the first floor. Caitlin sauntered over to me the next second.
Gwen, your soup smells amazing, even better than the stuff you made in our past life. Then again, I could never stomach the garbage you cook.
Before Caitlin finished speaking, she reached out suddenly, picked up the scalding soup pot, and hurled it straight at me. A sizzling sound filled the air. A second later, Caitlin's piercing scream echoed through the entire pack house. Xavier rushed in.
What's wrong?
The moment Xavier saw my red, swollen hands, I saw a flicker of panic in his eyes.
Zav!
Caitlin's eyes were red-rimmed. She buried herself in Xavier's chest and began to sob quietly.
I tried to help Gwen carry the soup, but she tried to throw it at me.
I curled up in pain. The burning agony almost made me faint. But at Caitlin's lie, I looked up sharply.
How can you be so despicable? You did this!
Xavier turned to Caitlin, doubt in his eyes. Seeing his look, I pointed to the camera in the kitchen.
You can check the footage! See the truth for yourself!
A smart camera was installed there, connected to the pack house security system. Xavier had picked it himself on our first day of mating. He said he wanted to see me anytime. Xavier looked where I pointed. As if remembering his old promise, Xavier froze completely. At that moment, Caitlin, still in Xavier's arms, turned pale.
Shut up!
Xavier laughed coldly, full of anger and mockery. His voice was firm.
I believe her. You tried to hurt her and ended up like this. You deserve it!
Caitlin held out her slightly blistered finger pitifully.
Zav, it hurts.
Xavier immediately panicked and prepared to take Caitlin to the pack hospital. A dull pain hit my heart. I shook my head with a bitter smile. How stupid I was to think Xavier would care about me. I could no longer hold on and fainted. Gwen. As I collapsed, I thought I saw Xavier Remington rushing toward me. His steps were frantic. His voice was filled with worry. When I awoke again, I found myself lying in a treatment room. My own blood, my ancient bloodline essence was being steadily drawn into Caitlin, who lay beside me. The dark ritual's first stage. I tried to pull out the tube, but Xavier grabbed my wrist. Xavier looked down at me sharply.
Don't you dare move. Stay still and give your blood to Lynn.
You've scared her so badly, she's hemorrhaging.
I watched Xavier's mouth move, but my vision grew blurrier. I fainted again. The second I closed my eyes, I heard Xavier roar in anger.
I only told you to take 20 milliliters to scare her! How dare you take 2,000! Don't you know taking that much can kill her? You idiots!
His Volf had broken through for one breath. Then the ritual dragged him back under. I didn't know how much time had passed before my consciousness slowly returned. My body still burned from the scald. Even breathing sent sharp, stabbing aches through me. Xavier walked in and yanked me up.
Stop your acting. Get up. We're going back to Mom's place.
What the hell did you do to my mother? She even spent a fortune throwing a party just to pave the way for you. You're so scheming.
Xavier shoved me into the car. Xavier's movements were devoid of any gentleness.
When we get there, you'd better be careful about what you say. Don't make Mom worry about you.
Weak from the massive bloodline extraction, I curled up in the passenger seat. I understood perfectly. In this life, after choosing Xavier over Callister, I once thought I held to most precious things. One was 𝒖𝒂𝒕𝒆. The other was Mariah, who treated me like her own daughter. On my first visit, Mariah had taken my hand and slipped the family moonstone onto my wrist.
From now on, this is your pack.
But now, one had changed. And I would soon lose the other too. The car smoothly pulled up to the Remington pack territory. The moment I stepped out, Mariah Remington hurried over to meet me. My heart jolted. I feared Mariah would tell 𝒖𝒂𝒕𝒆 about the Luna abdication. I was about to signal Mariah when 𝒖𝒂𝒕𝒆's phone suddenly rang. 𝒖𝒂𝒕𝒆 glanced at it and rushed outside.
Whatever it is, wait till I get back.
Mariah tried to stop him, but I held her hand and shook my head.
I know who's calling. Let him go.
He already signed the Luna abdication papers. He's having a pup with my sister. The pup needs a family. Mariah was shocked at first, then choked up.
Gwen, you're a good girl. Our pack has failed you.
At Mariah's words, all the grievances I had bottled up finally overflowed. I began to sob uncontrollably.
I planned to introduce you to some people tonight. They might be helpful to you in the future.
I wanted to refuse. After all, I planned to sever my mate bond and disappear. These connections meant nothing to me. But when I saw the tears in Mariah's eyes, I agreed. Mariah picked a beautiful dress for me and formally introduced me at the start of the full moon banquet. After socializing with pack allies for a long time, I excused myself to step aside and rest. A familiar figure appeared in front of me. Even though this wasn't the first time I'd seen 𝒂𝒕𝒆 since my rebirth, the sight of him still sent an indelible wave of fear through me. What was 𝒂𝒕𝒆 doing at the Remington pack territory? His 𝒂𝒊 had faded. I could see it in his posture, in the muddy gray-green of his eyes. Just as I turned to leave, 𝒂𝒕𝒆 grabbed my wrist with shocking force. His voice was full of painful, desperate joy at finding me again.
Gwen! Come with me. I can't lose you again.
Pack guests nearby stared and began to whisper. I struggled fiercely. My voice was a low, urgent warning.
Callista, I made myself perfectly clear the other day. Since we've all been given a second chance, please, just stay out of my life, okay?
Every word pierced 𝒂𝒕𝒆's heart. When I ran away from our mate ceremony, 𝒂𝒕𝒆 had only felt anger and the humiliation of betrayal. But last year, memories of his past life flooded back. Cheating, betrayal, our unborn pup, the raging dark ritual fire. Endless regret almost drowned him. He thought 𝒖𝒂𝒕𝒆 was my salvation. But when 𝒂𝒕𝒆 found out 𝒖𝒂𝒕𝒆 was entangled with Caitlin, even worse than he had been in his past life, he thought he had another chance. He thought I would see his remorse. But my eyes held only cold distance.
It's been 2 years! I've turned you down for 2 years, 𝒂𝒕𝒆! Haven't I made myself clear enough? I don't care how much you regret hurting me.
I seized the moment to wrench my wrist free. I was about to leave when a woman's scream suddenly rang out. There was Caitlin, completely naked, storming into the magnificent hall. Under everyone's shocked gaze, Caitlin dropped to her knees and begged me.
I know it's wrong that I'm pregnant with Sap's pup. I can leave. But please don't send thugs to rape me.
An uproar broke out. The scandalous revelation ignited furious whispers among the pack guests.
What game are you playing at?
My voice was loud and clear. The next second, 𝒖𝒂𝒕𝒆 pushed through the crowd. 𝒖𝒂𝒕𝒆's face was ashen. 𝒖𝒂𝒕𝒆 slapped me hard.
Gwendolyn, I never knew you could be this vicious!
𝒖𝒂𝒕𝒆's gaze then flicked to 𝒂𝒕𝒆, who was rushing forward. 𝒖𝒂𝒕𝒆 shot me a look of utter contempt.
Disgusting.
Before leaving, 𝒖𝒂𝒕𝒆 warned all pack guests not to leak a word of what happened that day. Otherwise, they would become mortal enemies of the Remington pack. I refused Mariah's company and 𝒂𝒕𝒆, who tried to follow. I stumbled home alone. As soon as I entered, my phone vibrated. It was a notice from the Undercity informing me that my identity documents had been officially nullified. The recorded cause of death for my staged disappearance was drowning at sea. There were only 5 days to go. In 5 days, it would be my mate ceremony anniversary with Xavier. Since my love for Xavier in our past life began in his embrace, I decided to end it before his eyes in this one. I deleted all personal files on my computer, deactivated all social media accounts, and wore my mother's moonstone around my neck. It was like holding a silent, private funeral for myself in advance. Late the next night, the bedroom door was kicked open. Xavier returned, reeking of alcohol. Before I could react, Xavier grabbed me by the throat and pinned me to the bed. His alpha pressure crushed down on me.
Are you so jealous of her carrying my pup that you'd hire someone to assault her? She went into premature labor because of you. The pup isn't out of danger yet.
Xavier stared into my emotionless eyes as I tilted my head back. Xavier froze for a moment, then flared with anger.
If you want a pup so badly, I'll give you one!
Before I could refuse, Xavier bit down hard on my shoulder. Right where a mate Xavier bit down hard on my shoulder. The metallic tongue of blood filled the air. Right where a mate mark. I felt it trickle down my back from the wound. Xavier froze. Xavier's voice softened with guilt.
Why didn't you dodge?
His valve made a low sound inside him. Xavier ignored it. Thinking about the Undercity confirmation I had received the night before, I looked into Xavier's eyes. My eyes reddened instantly. I finally asked the question I had been afraid to, but desperate to know the answer.
Xavier, tell me, why did you stop loving me after we were reborn?
His grip on my neck suddenly loosened. A flash of struggle and pain crossed Xavier's face, but it was quickly replaced by overwhelming rage.
Reborn? What reborn? I don't understand what you're talking about!
Tears spilled from my eyes as I looked into his red eyes.
But you used to love me so much.
Enough! You don't get to say that!
He stormed out, slamming the door behind him.
Contact Dr. Elwood. Have him come tomorrow to give her a psychological evaluation.
As the door slammed shut, my last hope that he might have a hidden reason vanished completely. I was woken early the next morning by the housekeeper knocking.
Miss Dorney, the Lyman King is back. He wants you downstairs.
I gave no response until the bedroom door was roughly pushed open again.
Lynn's condition is bad. You're going to the Pack Hospital and attend to her.
Without even glancing his way, I refused flatly. I'm not her servant. Xavier ignored me. He stepped forward and tore the moonstone pendant from my neck.
What are you doing?
I lunged to take it back. It was the only keepsake my late mother had left me. Xavier easily raised it high, out of my reach.
I know this means everything to you.
His voice was measured, chillingly clear.
So, you will take care of Lynn obediently. Otherwise, I'll destroy it.
Xavier! Don't you dare! Give it back!
I threw myself at him like a mad woman. Xavier pushed me to the floor impatiently. My forehead hit the floor hard, and my vision blurred. When I saw Xavier raise his arm as if to smash it, I gave in.
Xavier, I'll go. But will you spend our mate ceremony anniversary with me this year?
Xavier looked into my lifeless eyes and nodded without thinking. When I arrived at the Pack Hospital room, Caitlin was holding the infant. Her face was full of unhidden triumph.
Gwen, you see? I told you. Either in our past life or this one, you could never win against me.
I ignored her provocation and asked calmly,
Why, Caitlin? I never wronged you. Why have you targeted me in both lives?
Caitlin's face twisted instantly.
Because I hate you! I hate that you were always better than me at everything! I hate that everyone loved you! Why should they?
Hesitation flickered in her eyes. This wasn't the whole truth. The next second, her twisted expression turned into an eerie smile. She let out a sharp scream. Then, to my horror, she raised the infant in her arms and hurled it with all her strength onto the hard hospital floor. A sickening thud echoed in the room. The infant didn't even get to cry. Almost simultaneously, the hospital door burst open. Xavier and the medical staff rushed in. He saw the infant on the floor at once and froze completely. Caitlin clutched her head, letting out a piercing wail.
Gwen, I know you hate me, but the pup was innocent! It's all my fault! I shouldn't be alive!
She cried out, spun around, and threw herself at the floor-to-ceiling window.
No!
Xavier tried to grab her, but he was too late. The huge glass shattered. Caitlin's body disappeared outside, leaving behind only a spray of blood carried by the wind. Ritual smoke curled where she had stood. Xavier completely lost his mind. He rushed to the broken window, stared at the bloody figure below, then spun around. His eyes were terrifyingly red as they fixed on me.
Guards! Take her to the ritual altar! If Lynn needs anything, take it from her! If Lynn dies—
His gaze made his meaning perfectly clear. I would pay with my life. The pack healer ran out, sweating.
Lyran King, the patient has a ruptured liver and is bleeding severely. She needs an immediate transplant. And the infant has intracranial bleeding and also needs—
Xavier turned slowly and looked at me, held firmly by his pack warriors. My heart turned cold. I shook my head desperately.
Xavier! I didn't push her! She threw the infant herself! She jumped on her own!
You owe her this.
Xavier stepped closer and pulled the moonstone pendant from his pocket. He held it in front of my eyes.
Are you going onto the altar willingly? Or shall I smash this right now and drag you onto it?
At the sight of the moonstone that held all my mother's love, I stopped struggling instantly. Every bit of fight drained from my body. I was led to the dark ritual altar while Xavier stood beside me, overseeing everything.
Xavier.
I suddenly laughed, tears sliding down my cheeks.
If I die here today, will you regret it?
No.
His answer was unhesitating.
You deserve this.
I closed my eyes. The ritual haze blurred my consciousness. In a daze, I saw Xavier in his formal alpha coat, overlapping with the man who had rushed into the dark ritual fire and held my charred body in my past life.
Gwen, I'll keep you a company! You won't be alone, don't worry!
Was it a vision? Before I blacked out completely, I thought I heard his wolf howl. A muffled roar filled with unbearable agony.
Enough! Take mine! Use my liver, hurry!
Then came the healer's panicked protests. I thought it must be a delusion. The Xavier who had loved me so deeply in our past life had vanished the moment I chose him in this one. When I awoke, every part of me screamed with pain. I struggled to open my eyes and found the cold, smooth moonstone pendant clutched tightly in my hand. The tearing pain in my abdomen brought back a vague memory of Xavier's howl. Take mine. Was it another delusion? A pack healer entered to change my bandages, her movements gentle. My lips were dry and cracked.
Excuse me. Who donated the liver? Was it Xavier?
The healer gave me a strange look, continuing her task.
It was yours, of course. The Lycan King? He's been in the VIP room next door with Miss Caitlin and the infant.
Just as I thought. It was a delusion. He only believed what he saw. How could he ever give his own liver for me? The next second, I picked up my phone and checked the time. I let out a breath of relief. I still had 2 days left. Thankfully, I hadn't slept too long. The hospital door was slammed open. Xavier walked in, bringing a chill with him. Exhaustion shadowed his eyes.
Why did you throw the infant? Do you know he almost died? He's still in the ICU!
Every word was laced with barely contained fury.
Gwendolyn Dally, can you really not stand her?
I didn't.
My denial only earned a cold laugh from him.
If you want a pup that badly, I can give you one. But you won't touch the one Caitlin had. Once you have one, you raise it. How does that sound?
Before he finished, he He reached to tear off my hospital gown. At that moment, the door was kicked open from the outside.
Xavier, you bastard!
𝒂𝒊𝒆 rushed in with bloodshot eyes, shoved Xavier off me, and punched him in the face. Blood immediately appeared at the corner of Xavier's mouth. He wiped it away, not with anger, but with a derisive smile.
Xavier! Do you know how she died in her past life? She was burned alive by dark ritual fire! What you're doing now is no different.
𝒂𝒊𝒆's roar was raw with frenzy. At the words past life, Xavier froze completely. Xavier's 𝒂𝒊𝒆 tore a crack through the ritual's hold. He slowly turned to 𝒂𝒊𝒆, his eyes turning cold.
She's my mate. It's none of your business.
Just then, Caitlin appeared at the door in a wheelchair.
𝒐𝒊𝒆, stop fighting.
Xavier called for his pack warriors to drag 𝒂𝒊𝒆 out by force.
Xavier, if you don't love her, why did you claim her? You'll regret this! You will!
The room fell into dead silence. Xavier straightened his disheveled collar and turned back to me on the bed.
It seems you and he share quite a few secrets I don't know about. We're going home. No one is allowed to visit without my permission.
Ignoring my injuries, Xavier forcibly brought me back to the pack house. He also brought Caitlin back, claiming I should make amends by caring for her during her recovery. As long as the infant was not fully recovered, I would have to keep serving them. With less than 2 days left, I did everything numbly. Caitlin accepted the service with a sense of entitlement, constantly hurling insults and boasting about Xavier's care and attentiveness. Her rotting rose scent pressed close every time she leaned in. That night, I sat by the bed, staring at the moonstone pendant in the moonlight. I counted down the seconds until I could leave. The bedroom door suddenly opened. Xavier walked in and immediately spotted the item in my hand.
It seems you still haven't learned your lesson.
He let out a cold smile and stepped closer.
Since you still have time to dwell on the past.
I quickly hid the pendant behind me and looked up to meet his gaze. In 2 days, it'll be our mate ceremony anniversary. My voice was completely calm. You promised me. This was the final part of my plan. I would die before his eyes, in the most final way, to end this absurd entanglement spanning to lifetimes. Xavier froze. He studied my blank eyes and slowly nodded after a moment.
Fine.
Xavier withdrew his hand and gave his final warning.
But if I catch you hurting Lynn or the infant again or having any contact with 𝒂𝒊𝒆, this will turn to dust at once.
On the day of the anniversary, Caitlin claimed she was upset and wanted to see the infant. She had the driver take me and her to the pack hospital. Standing before the viewing window of the NICU, Caitlin stared at the tiny, pitiful infant in the incubator. Venom boiled in her eyes. She suddenly turned and smiled.
Gwen, if that infant was never meant to live, wouldn't it be better if it just died? That way at least it could make Zav feel sorry for me.
Before I could react, Caitlin ripped out the infant's ventilator. She grabbed a pillow and pressed it hard over the tiny face.
You're insane!
I lunged to take the pillow away, but the second my hand touched the pillow, pain shot through my neck. The dark ritual's touch. My vision went black, and I lost consciousness. I woke up to chaos. Xavier's roar, Caitlin's heart-wrenching sobs, and the medical staff's panicked voices. The moment I opened my eyes, I saw Xavier's livid face. He grabbed me by the throat and slammed me against the wall. His alpha pressure crushed the air from my lungs.
You evil woman! That was a life! How could you be so cruel to a newborn infant?
I struggled to explain, pointing at Caitlin, who had collapsed in tears. Caitlin held the lifeless infant, sobbing so hard she almost fainted. Xavier stared at me fiercely.
Which hand touched the pillow?
He stared at my hands, trembling from fear.
If you can't behave and keep using these hands to hurt people, then perhaps we should just get rid of them.
Overwhelmed with terror, I felt a lump rise in my throat. Xavier dragged me away in front of everyone and drove home. In the car, no matter how I cried or explained, he ignored me completely. Driven to utter despair, I yanked the car door open and threw myself out. My body tumbled across the asphalt. Sharp pain shot through me, but I didn't have time for it. I struggled to run. A harsh breaking sound rang out, and I was hit and sent flying. Xavier stopped the car, got out expressionlessly, looked at my messy figure, and dragged me back into the car. Back at the pack house, I saw Xavier's face and immediately knew.
Xavier! Let me go! There must be surveillance in the hospital! Please, check it!
I tried to run out at once. He pulled me back. Then he cut off my hands. I screamed. My blood splashed onto his face. In that moment, his wolf howled inside him. A sound full of agony, but his hands didn't stop. Now you can never leave me. When I woke again, the pain was excruciating. Sharp, dull, and all-consuming. Then I saw the ends of my arms, wrapped in thick bandages, empty and numb. I had no hands anymore. Xavier sat by the bed. When he saw me open my eyes, he reached out as if to touch my forehead. I waved him away fiercely with my stumps. My movement was small, but it froze his outstretched hand in midair. His Adam's apple bobbed.
The healer used the best medicine. You'll heal.
I suddenly laughed. The sound was hoarse, jarring, echoing in the empty room. I looked straight at him.
Xavier, have I atoned for my sins?
He fell silent for a moment, then stood up and turned his back to me.
You got what you deserved.
Today, I looked out the window.
Can we still celebrate our mate ceremony anniversary?
Xavier turned around suddenly, looking at me in disbelief.
In your condition, you still want that?
I nodded slowly, using all my strength.
Yes.
Xavier stared at me for a long time, emotions churning in his deep, unreadable eyes. Finally, he turned and walked away.
Fine. I happen to have something to tell you.
Shortly after he left, Mariah rushed in with red eyes.
Gwen, my dear, how could he do this to you?
I looked at her and cried too. Summoning the last of my strength, I pleaded.
Mariah, I need your help with one thing. Tonight, help me sever the mate bond, downgrade to rogue, and take me to the sea.
Mariah froze. I told her the escape plan clearly. I could no longer do it on my own. Mariah hugged me, shaking with sobs, and finally nodded firmly.
Okay, I'll help you. Our pack owes you this.
Night fell. The appointed time finally arrived. Mariah changed me into my favorite white dress, combed my long hair, and put on delicate makeup. I looked beautiful, yet no cosmetics could hide the 2 empty sleeves hanging by my sides. Mariah turned her head, unable to bear the sight.
Mariah, don't cry. It's time to be free.
The sound of a car engine came from downstairs. Xavier had arrived. Pale and weak, I said to Xavier, who was about to go downstairs,
I want Mariah to go with me.
Xavier frowned, but looking at my fragile figure, he agreed. He walked me downstairs, Mariah following close behind. When we reached the car, he opened the door for me. Before getting in, I looked back one last time at the pack house that had held 2 years of my hopes and despair. Under the night sky, the mansion's lights shone brightly, but they held not a shred of warmth anymore. The car drove smoothly toward the dock. I didn't look at the scenery outside. I only stared at Xavier's profile in the driver's seat through the rearview mirror. His features were sharp, just like when we first met.
The sea air is good. The healer said an open environment helps with recovery.
His voice held no emotion, sounding more like a routine statement. I didn't respond. On the yacht's deck, Caitlin lay lazily on a lounge chair in an elegant swimsuit. When she saw us, she waved with a smile. Mariah tensed instinctively and stepped in front of me. But my gaze swept past Caitlin without lingering.
Lynn's upset. I brought her out to relax.
I remained silent, my gaze fixed quietly on the distant horizon where the sky met the sea. I didn't care who was there or not. I was waiting for a final release. Xavier was acting strangely tonight. He brought a plate of cut fruit to me. When he saw my bandaged stumps, he suddenly remembered and froze.
I'll feed Gwen.
Mariah took the plate and fed me herself. Xavier stood there silently for a moment before turning and walking away. Not long after, he returned with a cup of milk. But before he could hand it over, Mariah blocked him. I sat like a soulless puppet the entire time, quiet and unresponsive to everything around me. Xavier found a chance to approach me for the 3rd time.
Gwendolyn.
He crouched down to meet my eyes.
I've arranged fireworks here at midnight tonight.
He paused.
I have something I want to tell you then.
I finally reacted. I nodded slightly. He would probably talk about making me keep being Caitlyn's blood source and servant. It didn't matter anymore. Xavier seemed relieved by my response. He gave me a deep look, then stood up and went into the cabin. The next moment, seeing Mariah was gone, Caitlyn walked over gracefully.
Poor Gwen. Do your hands still hurt? Oh, right, I forgot you don't have hands anymore. How can you possibly hurt?
I ignored her. Caitlyn shook the diamond bracelet on her wrist proudly.
Zav gave it to me. Isn't it pretty? By the way, he still doesn't know the doc you made me sign was your Luna abdication.
Caitlyn admired my pale face.
He thought it was just a normal property document. You know how much he trusts me now? Gwen, guess what he wants to tell you with all those big fireworks tonight?
She watched me, but I stayed unmoved. Her smile faded, replaced by annoyance at being ignored.
What are you still pretending for? It's disgusting!
She gently touched her flat belly.
So what if the infant died? So what if you ran away from Callister in this rebirth? In the end, you still lost everything.
I finally lifted my head slowly and looked at Caitlyn. My eyes held no anger, no hatred, not even tears. There was only cold desolation. The smile on Caitlyn's face faltered for a second.
Yes! He still loves you!
Caitlyn suddenly leaned closer, her face twisted with madness.
But so what? I just want to see when it's a matter of life and death. Who will he choose?
Before she finished, Caitlyn grabbed my shoulders and shoved me as hard as she could toward the edge of the deck.
Go ask him together!
I lost balance instantly and fell backward. At that moment, a huge wave hit the yacht without warning. Both of us were swept up by the immense force and thrown into the freezing sea. The sea swallowed us whole in an instant. Suffocation and cold hit at once, sharp and overwhelming. As I tumbled in the water, my unhealed stump slammed into the yacht's metal edge. Blood immediately spread in the sea.
Man overboard! Help! Someone help!
Panic broke out on the deck. Xavier and Mariah rushed out, frantic. A rescuer jumped in quickly but surfaced soon after.
Lion King! Their blood will attract sharks soon! They fell in opposite directions. For safety, we can only save one first!
On one side was Caitlyn, flailing and struggling. On the other was me, almost swallowed by the waves, only a flash of white skirt visible.
Save Caitlyn!
Xavier's roar cut through the chaos. When I heard those words, I had already swallowed several mouthfuls of salty seawater. I watched the rescuer swim to Caitlyn without hesitation. I saw Xavier's face filled with anxiety and panic. I suddenly wanted to laugh. Did he still love me? If he truly loved me, how could he hurt me over and over? I had known it all along. I closed my eyes. Inside me, I reached for the mate bond, the thread that bound me to him, to the Remington pack, to the world above.
I, Gwendolyn Donny, reject you as my mate.
Soul-tearing pain ripped through me. A jagged pain tore through Xavier's chest. His Volf let out a howl, sharp as a dying beast. His whole body shuddered. Then I gave up all struggle and let my body sink deeper into the sea. In a daze, I saw a huge black shadow rushing toward me. It was a sharp, extreme, sharp pain came from my leg. At the last moment before I lost consciousness, I saw the blue seawater turn eerie red, bit by bit, from my blood, and a resolute figure jumped off the yacht, rushing toward the sea of blood where I was. A dark shape sliced through the water from the opposite direction.
Gwen!
The seawater surged into Xavier's mouth and nose. He swam toward the spreading crimson on the surface. Several massive dark shapes darted through the blood. They were tearing at something. He charged at the sharks. He punched the nearest one with all his might. A sharp pain shot through his leg. blood dyed the water around him red. His vision blurred. The icy cold drained his last strength. Before he lost consciousness, a flash of raging fire.
Zav, wake up! Don't scare me!
Caitlyn's sobbing sounded in his ears. Xavier's consciousness returned. Outside the door,
The healer and Mariah whispered.
The injuries are too severe. To save his life, amputation is the only option.
Xavier's body went rigid. He tried to move his leg, his left leg. Below the knee, there was nothing.
Where is Gwendolyn?
The hospital room fell into dead silence. Mariah stood at the door, her usually gentle eyes swirled with emotions. Caitlyn gripped his hand.
Don't get upset, Gwen. Gwen still hasn't been found. The rescue team searched for a long time and said she was probably eaten by sharks with nothing left behind.
Impossible! She can't be dead! Keep searching! Keep searching for her!
A violent pain twisted in his chest. Xavier's vision went black, and he fainted. 7 days after the accident, Xavier sat in the bedroom he shared with me. He had barely slept. His head would ache without warning. His hands shook. He stared at the empty kitchen, the empty sofa. His wolf whimpered inside him. Xavier hurled the documents across the room.
Get out!
The room was empty. Dr. Elwood came for a follow-up visit. He looked at the bloodshot-eyed man amid the mess. He prepared a sedative.
Lie on, King. The treatment you interrupted before needs to continue.
I had a very, very long dream. In my dream, the fire from my past life and the sea of my present intertwined. Alistair's betrayal, Xavier's cruelty, and Caitlyn's smug face flashed before my eyes, just as I was about to give up and sink deeper into the sea.
Miss Donnie, wake up.
I struggled to open my eyes. The first thing I saw was an unfamiliar yet strikingly handsome face. You are...
I am the executor of your RIP services plan. My name is Silas Reed.
The man smiled and handed me a glass of warm water.
Congratulations. Your escape plan was a great success.
I instinctively tried to take the glass, but only moved my bandaged stump by. Stared blankly at my empty sleeve. Silas placed the glass on the bedside table.
There were some unexpected circumstances. After you fell into the water, the Lycon King jumped in after you. Sharks are more sensitive to blood and struggling motions. His violent resistance attracted all the sharks' attention. Fortunately, you had lost both arms and couldn't struggle, so our people were able to rescue you in the chaos. By the way, Miss Downey, I am personally conducting a clinical trial on neural prosthetics. I wonder if you would be interested in participating.
He adjusted his gold-rimmed glasses.
Welcome to the other world, Mrs. Downey.
The needle pierced Xavier's skin. His body collapsed onto the sofa. The healer left. Caitlyn immediately walked into the master bedroom. She opened the wardrobe. She began picking through the clothes with the air of a pack Luna. Xavier awoke from his deep sleep. He opened his eyes. Caitlyn stood there wearing my pajamas.
Get out! Who told you to wear her clothes?
A cup shattered at Caitlyn's feet.
You're still thinking about her? She's dead! Eaten by sharks!
Caitlyn screamed hysterically.
Did you forget how she betrayed you for Callister in your past life? Did you forget how she and Callister...
Xavier rushed over with his cane. He gripped her throat tightly.
Shut up! She's not dead. As long as she hasn't been found, she's still alive.
The pack house door was kicked open from the outside. Callister, eyes bloodshot, stormed in. He grabbed Xavier by the collar.
Xavier, you beast! Where's Gwen? What did you do with my Gwen? What do you mean you're Gwen? She's mine!
Xavier punched Callister in the face.
You cheated on her and got her killed in your past life. Wasn't that enough? Why are you still bothering her in this life? Why did you go to the Pack Temple daily to pray for her?
Callister's movements froze.
You were reborn too?
Yes, I was reborn long ago.
The year before she chose you!
Hollister's voice trembled.
Then what did you do in this life? Drained her blood? Cut off her hands? You're even worse than me! I thought I was already a bastard in my past life, but you are a complete monster!
Do you have any faults yourself?
If you hadn't barged into her life again and again, would she have ended up like this? I'm trying to atone!
Hollister roared, veins bulging.
Enough! Both of you stop!
Caitlin rushed over, crying out.
Gwen is already dead! Can't you look at me? She's already dead!
Both men stopped, their eyes red. They spoke in unison.
She's not dead! She's still waiting for me to find her!
Hollister and Xavier turned toward the door. The beta handed over a semi-transparent, waterproof sealed bag. Inside, a moonstone pendant lay quietly. Next to it, a phone with a shattered screen.
Found it in a crevice among the reefs, 3 nautical miles from the point where she fell into the water. The phone is completely destroyed. We've sent it to a professional agency to attempt data recovery based on the ocean current model and the spread of blood at the scene. The chances of survival for the Luna are extremely low. Furthermore, after a shark attack, the remains are likely incomplete.
Hollister grabbed Xavier by the collar.
Did you hear that? It's all your fault! You killed her!
Get out.
3 words, flat and emotionless.
Get them all out.
Pack warriors dragged the still shouting Hollister and the crying Caitlin out.
Xavier! She can't be dead! Since you can't find her, I'll go look for her!
In the empty living room, Xavier poured the moonstone pendant into his palm.
I won't believe she's dead until I see her body.
Early the next morning, Caitlin directed the servants to throw away all of my belongings.
Who gave you permission to touch those?
Mariah came downstairs. She snatched the bag of clothes from the servant's hands. Caitlin's eyes reddened.
Mariah, Gwen is gone. Someone has to take care of this pack house. Zav needs someone to look after him too.
She tried to walk toward the master bedroom. Mariah blocked her directly.
You know better than anyone how you lost the pup in your belly. The surveillance was broken, but unless you want no one to know, don't do anything you shouldn't.
Caitlin's face turned pale. Xavier came out of the study. He leaned on his cane, expressionless.
Xav?
Caitlin's eyes glistened with tears. Xavier's gaze swept over them both.
Stop arguing. No one is allowed to touch anything in the master bedroom.
That night, the steward delivered the report from the technical department.
Lycan King, part of the phone data has been recovered. Most are daily photos. In addition, an unsent text message was found in the drafts.
A string of order numbers and a few words. The plan remains unchanged. The final payment has been made. Xavier opened the recovered photo album, photos of him. Almost all of him. His profile working in the study, the way he slept on the sofa, his silhouette while driving, all taken from secret angles. Mariah entered with red eyes. She slammed a stack of bank statements in front of Xavier.
Look at this! Take a good look! In just a few days, how much money has Caitlin transferred from the PAC account under the Luna's name?
Caitlin rushed in, escorted by pack warriors.
Zach! Let me explain! I was afraid! Afraid Gwen's funeral would need money, so I temporarily transferred it. Besides, you promised to make me your Luna.
Make you Luna?
Mariah let out a cold laugh.
If you can't even protect the eldest legitimate pup of our Remington pack, why should you be claimed?
Caitlin's agitation burst out.
That wasn't Zav's pup! It was just a defective, sick fetus that wouldn't have survived anyway!
The entire living room fell into deathly silence. Caitlin covered her mouth in terror. She backed away, knocking over the box on the coffee table. Fragments of a ceremonial dress scattered across the floor. Xavier slowly raised his head. His dark green eyes turned cold.
What did you say? Exactly.
The steward's voice continued.
Lycan King, we also discovered that a week before Mrs. Dawne's accident, a large sum of money was transferred from your PAC account into this company's account.
Severely injured, Xavier used every connection he could. He turned the entire territory upside down. In an inconspicuous office, he met the man.
My name is Silas. Ms. Gwendolyn was indeed our client.
Xavier leaned on his cane, approaching step by step. Cold sweat beaded on his forehead from the pain in his missing leg.
Where is she?
Silas adjusted his glasses.
We went to pick her up as planned, but there was an accident at the spot where she fell into the water. A large number of sharks were attracted by the scent of blood. Our people took a risk and only managed to retrieve this.
He handed over a semi-transparent waterproof sealed bag, a tattered piece of white dress inside, stained with dark red, dried blood. Beside it, half a piece of gauze soaked in blood. In the corner of the gauze, 2 words written with a marker. My name. Xavier stared at those 2 words. His cane struck the ground with a heavy thud.
Lycan King, in her final moments, she must have been in a lot of pain.
Xavier!
Hollister burst in. When he saw the sealed bag at Xavier's feet, he broke down. He grabbed Xavier by the collar. He punched him hard.
Are you satisfied now? You forced her to plan her own escape and now she's really dead! You killed her!
Xavier did not resist. Fists landed on his face. Blood filled his mouth. 2 equally battered men wrestled in the empty room. One with a missing leg, one with a broken soul. Then something shifted inside. Xavier, his wolf, broke free, but the mate bond's other end was empty. Gwen had already severed it. Xavier went alone to that stretch of sea, only leaning on his cane. Limping across the cold beach, he took out the moonstone pendant. He knelt on the sand. He began to burn the photos recovered from her phone. The firelight reflected off his face, streaked with tears.
Gwen, I was wrong.
He collapsed on the sand. When Xavier woke again, he was in the PAC hospital. Mariah held his hand, her eyes red.
Zach, she wanted you to stay alive.
Xavier turned his head numbly to look out the window. A nurse came in to change his dressing. Lycan King, there was a woman downstairs just now. Her back looked a lot like the former Luna, but she had both arms. Xavier dashed out of bed.
The surveillance! Pull up the footage from the main entrance!
On the footage, a woman in a hospital gown was helped into a car. Her hair was cut short to her ears, her back thin and frail. Xavier began searching frantically. Hollister also received the news. The 2 former enemies mobilized all their resources. The clues led to a high-end private rehabilitation center. Its main program, clinical trials for neural prosthetics. Xavier and Hollister disguised themselves as visiting family members. They sneaked inside. At the end of a quiet corridor, through a large glass window, a woman sat by the window in a pale pink hospital gown. Her arms were intact. She carefully tried to grasp a cup with mechanical fingers. A faint smile appeared on her pale profile. Xavier and Hollister pushed open the glass door.
Gwendolyn! Gwendolyn!
Xavier and Hollister's voices trembled with wild joy. I slowly turned my head. Xavier's eyes reddened instantly. Leaning on his crutch, he staggered forward.
Gwen, I knew it. I knew you weren't dead.
Hollister rushed forward. He reached for my hand, then he froze. These were not real hands. They were mechanical prosthetics covered with bionic skin.
Mr. Remington, Mr. Compton.
Silas stepped forward, positioning himself before me. His gaze behind the gold-rimmed glasses was polite yet distant.
This is a rehabilitation center. Please keep quiet and do not disturb my patient.
Your patient?
Xavier stared at Silas's protective stance, bloodshot eyes surging with emotion.
She is my Luna!
Former Luna.
My voice was a little hoarse but clear.
Xavier, you signed the Luna abdication papers yourself. Caitlin was your proxy, and you authorized it in person. Do you need me to remind you?
Xavier looked as if he had been struck by lightning. His whole body swayed.
Dr. Reed,
I tilted my head slightly.
I'm tired. Let's go back to my room.
All right.
Silas began to turn me away.
Don't go!
Xavier rushed forward, trying to grab me. Silas deftly blocked him.
Gwen, come with me! I'll get your hands treated. I'll find the best healers in the world. Whatever Xavier can give you, I can give you too! And what he can't, I still can!
I kept my back to them. I walked farther and farther away. Xavier tried to chase after me. His missing leg caused him to fall awkwardly to the ground. He lay on the floor, watching the slowly closing door. A low, beast-like growl escaped his throat. Inside the door, the rehabilitation room hummed with the ticking of machines. Silas crouched in front of me. He held my cold mechanical wrist. His fingertips gently pressed several sensors.
You controlled the grip on the cup very well just now. The neural network adaptation is progressing faster than expected.
He looked up at me.
However, it seems your emotional fluctuations affected the stability. The sensors show your heart rate was too fast just now.
I lowered my lashes and said nothing.
If you don't want to see them, you don't have to in the future.
Silas stood up and walked to the console.
Your death is officially recognized. They have no right to take you away. This rehabilitation center has the best security and my personal guards. You are safe here.
I know.
My voice was very
soft. I just didn't expect that they could find this place.
I gazed out the window. A faint light appeared on my pale face.
But Dr. Reed, thank you. Not just for these hands.
Xavier and Callister did not leave. They stood stubbornly outside the rehabilitation center, like two immovable sentinels.
Have you found out everything about that Simus?
Xavier asked his steward, his voice hoarse.
Lion King, I have checked. Simus Reed. His records trace back only to the Undercity. He holds dual doctorates in medicine and mechanical engineering. His power isn't in the Pack territories, it's in the Undercity. Even a Lion King cannot reach him there.
Xavier clenched his fists tightly. Callister tried to bribe the staff with money, resources, and every means at his disposal. But the people here showed an astonishing level of loyalty to Silas. It was not until the third day that Caitlin appeared. She knelt pitifully outside the main gate in a plain white dress, holding up a cardboard sign.
Gwen, I was wrong. Please forgive me. Let me see you just once.
Xavier frowned deeply. Callister rushed straight down.
Caitlin! How dare you show your face here! Get out!
Cal!
Caitlin cried even harder.
I know I was wrong. I really know I was wrong. I just want Gwen's forgiveness. I want to atone.
Atonement?
Callister sneered.
With what will you atone? With that bastard pup who isn't even Xavier?
Callister sneered.
Caitlin's face instantly turned as pale as paper at that moment. The side door of the rehabilitation center opened. Silas came out, walking beside me. I had changed out of my hospital gown and wore a simple beige sweater. My short hair was gently tousled by the mountain breeze.
Gwen!
Caitlin, as if seeing her savior, scrambled desperately toward me. Silas's guard stopped her. My gaze passed over her and landed on Xavier and Callister.
It seems all three of you are here.
My voice was
good. There are some things I want to make clear, all at once.
Xavier and Callister immediately stepped forward. Hope rekindled in their eyes. I raised my mechanical hands. Silver-white light, my Wolf's energy flowed beneath the bionic skin.
These hands, Xavier. You cut them off with your own hands.
I looked at Xavier, my tone as calm as if I were telling someone else's story. Xavier's face instantly lost all color. He swayed, barely able to stand.
This life, too. You pushed it into hell again and again. Drawing my blood, cutting out my liver on a dark ritual altar, framing me, the sharks in the sea.
I paused, then looked at Callister.
As for you, Calliston, the fire in my past life was half your doing. The entanglement in this life disgusts me.
My silver-white pupils met Xavier's dark green, old blood, ancient blood, eye to eye. I don't care if you regret, want to atone, or have your own reasons. I spoke each word clearly and forcefully. Your love shattered me, destroyed me completely. I cannot bear it, nor do I want it. The Gwendolyn standing here today is someone who has died once. All the past, love and hate, have been burned away and drowned. I moved my mechanical hand and gently held Silas's hand. Silas was slightly startled, but did not pull away. The ancient white wolf doesn't need any alpha's protection, or any alpha's confession. Looking at the two men's ashen faces, I said softly to Silas,
Let's go back, Dr. Reed. It's winded out here, and a litter lung.
We turned and slowly walked back through the door. The door closed, completely separating the two worlds. Caitlin's retribution came swiftly. A video of her kneeling and begging me for forgiveness was posted online. Faking pregnancy to win favor, framing her own sister, the pup not being the Lycan King's. Neither pack tried to suppress the news. Overnight, Caitlin became infamous within pack society. Reporters and onlookers surrounded her apartment. Her phone was bombarded with insults and threats. One night, several masked men broke into her apartment. They stripped her naked, wrote rich and venomous she-wolf all over her body with marker, took photos and videos, and left. Those photos soon appeared on shady websites. Caitlin hid in a cheap motel. Surviving by selling her jewelry, her mind grew increasingly unstable, plagued by hallucinations. She coughed black blood, her spine twisted. Her rotting rose scent turned acrid, even rogues avoided her shadow. The dark ritual began to devour its maker. One day, Caitlin wandered down the street. On a huge electronic screen, Xavier, leaning on a cane, announced a major strategic shift for the Remington pack. When reporters asked about his private life, he paused.
This is the price I have to pay.
Caitlin laughed foolishly, but what about her price? At that moment, the car suddenly lost control and sped toward her. Amid screeching brakes and screams, Caitlin was thrown into the air, crashing heavily to the ground through the agony. She vaguely saw the driver's face, Hollister, Xavier. No one cared anymore. Her life was saved, but both her legs were shattered and her spine was damaged. The healers said she would spend her life in a wheelchair. The Valve Council's judgment came next: dark bloodline forbiddance ritual, interference with a mate bond, false pregnancy to usurp pack rank, 3 charges, 1 sentence. Valve soul extraction. A black mist was ripped from her body. Dissipating into nothing, she became something lower than wolfless. In the rehabilitation center, I saw the news of Caitlin's downfall. I stared at the screen for a few seconds, then calmly closed the page. No satisfaction, no sympathy, as if reading a piece of pack news unrelated to myself. My rehabilitation progressed smoothly, with Silas's personalized training and neural interface technology. My control over my prosthetic hands grew precise. I could write, draw, and use utensils again. Silas respected my boundaries, never overstepped. He brought me books, played soothing music, handed me honey water when I was exhausted. He discussed prosthetic improvements with me, asking for my feedback, as if I were not just a patient, but a partner in this technology. During a neural interface calibration, Silas noticed an anomaly in the data. My neural signals at specific frequencies produced energy fluctuations that shouldn't exist. This wasn't mechanical. It was ancient. He adjusted the parameters and triggered a test frequency. My pupils turned silver white and stayed that way for a full minute. An ancient, majestic voice echoed in my mind.
Finally willing to face the truth, my little wolf cub?
My Volf was waking. That afternoon, Silas wheeled me to the observation deck at the top of the hill. The setting sun painted the horizon in brilliant shades of gold and red.
According to the plan, next week you can undergo the final stage of neural adaptation testing. If all goes well, you can be discharged.
Silas stood by my side, his voice gentle.
After that, have you thought about where you want to go?
I gazed at the distant sunset, silent for a long time.
I don't know. Before, I just wanted to escape, as far away as possible. Now, it seems I suddenly have freedom,
but I don't know where to go.
There's no rush. Take your time to think. You can stay at the center as a special consultant. Or, if you want a change of environment, I have a research institute in the Northern Sanctuary. It's quiet there, beyond any pack's reach.
He paused and looked at me.
It belongs to no pack territory. The choice is entirely yours.
I turned to look at him. The afterglow of the sunset outlined him in gold. Dr. Reed, why are you helping me like this? Is it just because I'm your clinical trial subject? Silas was slightly taken aback, then smiled.
At first, yes, your case is very special. But later...
He paused.
Later, I saw your resilience. After all you've been through, you still chose to seize a new life. That's remarkable. These hands shouldn't be used only for revenge or defense. They can build something new, something that bridges both worlds. I hope I can be part of building that future with you. That's all.
His words carried no ambiguity, yet they made me feel more grounded than any words of affection could. The mountain breeze swept by, carrying the fresh scent of pine. The Northern Sanctuary, I repeated softly. That sounds like a start. The final stage of testing proceeded smoothly. On the night before my discharge, Silas brought a delicate gift box.
A discharge gift for you, and also the beginning of a new identity.
Inside were finely crafted clothes, a cashmere coat, soft flat shoes, a passport, an ID card, and a bank card. The name on the passport was Irene Donny. Irene. I softly murmured the name. Gwendolyn, Dusk's bloom, became Irene, radiance and bloom. I carefully put away the documents.
Do you like it?
I like it. Thank you.
Tomorrow morning at 7, the helicopter will be waiting. Get a good rest tonight.
Late at night, I found myself unable to sleep. I walked to the window and gazed at the tranquil night outside. Suddenly, a faint commotion arose downstairs. My heart tightened. A few minutes later, my door was gently knocked.
A minor problem.
Silas's expression was calm, but his gaze behind the lenses was sharper than usual.
Xavier and Callister bribed a nurse, obtained part of the internal map, and tried to sneak in through a backup passage. Security has already subdued them.
I gripped the edge of the bed tightly. Where are they?
Detained in the security room. Do you want to see them? This is your last chance before you leave. Or I can handle it directly.
I was silent for a moment.
Let me see them.
The security room was brightly lit. Xavier and Callister were each pressed into chairs, disheveled, with marks of struggle on their bodies when they saw me. Their eyes lit up then dimmed again.
Gwen.
Xavier's gaze lingered on my face, then landed painfully on my hands.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Gwen, don't go with him!
Callister spoke urgently.
Silas has a complicated background. I can give you a better life. I swear, I'll never force you again.
Make it up to me?
I interrupted him, my voice flat.
Calliston, your way of making it up to me is to barge into my life again and again. It was like this in the past life, and it's the same in this one. Your love has always been possessive and selfish.
Callister looked as if he had been struck hard. I turned to Xavier.
Xavier, you said you were ill. Psychological disorders, cognitive distortions, hallucinations. So, you chose to hurt me to keep me? To make me your prisoner? Your blood source, your cripple?
Xavier's breathing grew heavy. Tears rolled down his cheeks.
Yes, I was cowardly, I was despicable. I didn't dare tell you the truth, I was afraid you'd leave, but I regret it. From the moment you jumped into the sea, I don't need your legs or your life!
I shook my head.
Xavier, maybe your illness is real, but the way you chose was wrong, terribly wrong. Your love chills me to the bone.
I turned to Callister, my wolf surged forward. Silver white fur rippled across my skin. My bones shifted. My form expanded. The ancient white wolf stood where I had been. Callister's knees buckled. His faded. Alpha wolf dropped to its belly and bared its throat. Not a challenge, submission. I shifted back, my silver white eyes still locked on his.
Callister, I don't need your apologies. I just need you gone.
Looking at the two men, I felt nothing but exhaustion.
You always say you love me, but what is your love? Possession, suspicion, harm. You never once asked me what I wanted. Now I'll tell you. I want peace, freedom and to be respected as a person, not as a possession.
I no longer looked at them. I nodded to Silas. Silas turned me around.
Gwendolyn, don't go! Please!
Xavier's desperate cries echoed behind me.
Gwen! Give me one more chance! Just one last chance!
Hollister's voice was broken and hoarse. I kept my back straight and did not look back. The door of the security room closed behind me, shutting out all the shouting and crying. The corridor was quiet, with only the faint sound of our footsteps.
It's all over.
Silas said softly. I closed my eyes, took a deep breath, and slowly exhaled.
It's all over.
Behind the closed door, Xavier's dark green pupils held the last flicker of light, and then it went out. His vault didn't step forward, because its mate had already made her choice. Silas handed me the cocoa and glanced at the intelligence flows I was managing over 3 years. A tacit understanding had formed between us, making words unnecessary. The Undercity had given me technology. The surface had tried to give me a cage. I took the first and rejected the second. Now I had built something that belonged to neither. A sanctuary for the broken, the wolfless. The rogue, any wolf who needed a place to stand. The only rogue whose wolf made, Alpha's kneel, and the only voice both worlds would hear. Silas supported all my creations, constantly optimized the performance of my prosthetics. He never treated me as someone to be pitied, but as an equal and respected partner, and I, in his company and the purpose of this work, slowly healed the cracks in my heart.
By the way,
Silas spoke as if casually.
There is news from the territories. The Remington Pack fell into a severe crisis last year. Their influence cut in half. Xavier managed to save the pack from collapse, but it was badly damaged. He himself seems to be in poor health, the ritual's permanent scars. He rarely appears in public now.
3 years later, the Northern Sanctuary, a quiet lakeside town beyond pack borders. A thin layer of early winter snow covered the stone houses and the distant northern peaks. In a lakeside building with a glass-walled workspace, the fireplace burned with a warm flame. This was my command center. Holographic data screens covered the walls. Surface pack politics on the left, Undercity network nodes on the right. At the center console, I worked swiftly, my mechanical fingers gliding across the interface. Sanctuary requests, relocation routes, medical dispatches. Each touch of my hand gave someone a place to stand. My short hair, now a bit longer, was softly tucked behind my ear in the firelight. My hands shimmered with a cold yet vibrant luster. The door was gently pushed open. Silas walked in carrying 2 cups of hot cocoa. He had shed his white coat and changed into simple home clothes.
3 new arrivals this week. That's a record.
I paused for a moment as I stirred my cocoa, then returned to my natural demeanor.
What about Callista?
He entered an arranged mating a year ago, to a she-wolf from an allied pack. Their bond doesn't seem harmonious. He's often photographed drinking to excess. The Compton Pack's territory is also much diminished. And Caitlin, she's been in a sanitarium, a wolfless ward. Her mental state fluctuates. She needs to use a wheelchair permanently, lives on a small amount of relief money. It's said she often curses at the air, sometimes cries and begs for mercy.
I drank my cocoa in silence. Those names, those past events, now sounded so distant, as if they belonged to a previous life. There was no longer hatred or turmoil in my heart, only a faint sense of distance. They had all once been mad for me, and all paid a heavy price for it.
It's all in the past.
Silas held my slightly cool mechanical fingers, his warm body heat passing through the sensors.
You are Irene Donny now, the mistress of no pack, the bridge between 2 worlds.
I looked up at him, the firelight from the hearth warm on my face.
Yes, it's all in the past.
Outside the window, snowflakes began to fall quietly again, covering old scars and nurturing new life. The lake was like a mirror, reflecting a peaceful world. On the wall, a painting of the blood moon over the snow-capped northern peaks hung tranquil and full of light. I didn't choose any alpha. I chose myself. I didn't belong to any pack. I belonged to both worlds, and to neither.